Alright, hello everyone. Welcome back to today's daily practice session. Today we are going to dive into para fill in the blanks or para sentence placement questions of VARC. Right, so herein today we have been given a paragraph with one sentence which is missing, but there are four blanks which can be positioned. Our task is to find the most logical and the coherent placement of the missing sentence. So let's solve the questions today. We'll read out the paragraph and then look at where the sentence could be kept, and more importantly also why the sentence could not be placed in the other the blanks as well. So let's begin. So when we talk about this, so first we have to see the nature of the sentence. So if we are able to look at the sentence, says a cursory analysis of the railway budget, however, shows that despite some gains in freight carriage, the passenger service of transporters have suffered a major setback. So there is a talk of there are some gains in this particular segment, that's the freight carriage. The passenger services have suffered a major setback. So looking at the sentence, it clearly is trying to explain something to me. And usually explanations come in the middle of the paragraph. But let's see. Now, how are we going to solve it? We'll read the passage and see for the flow of ideas, the structure, right? And we'll see that wherein we can put the sentence. So the railway budgets have been pushed out of media limelight and their numbers shielded from a closer scrutiny after their co-option in union government budgets. However, the crucial role of railways in national infrastructure and significant share of the freight and passenger traffic necessitate that performance of railways be evaluated carefully. Right. So clearly, when we say the sentence here is quite analytical, and the talk of freight carriage and passenger services is coming over here for the first time. Right. Therefore, one cannot be taken because it's too early to put in there. Right. So, and also we can see that they are talking about the government's budget and the role of railways. So there's a clear connection with the use of the contrast, however. Right. So obviously we cannot place the sentence here. Okay, let's read it again. The freight and passenger traffic necessitate that performance of railways be evaluated carefully. This is more so because government has now significantly stepped up investments in railways, making it a showcase for introduction of new technologies and its modernization drive. Yes. So the pronoun this is clearly talking about the performance of railways being evaluated. So there's a continuation, right? So this analysis, here we are talking about an analysis, and this is obviously not an analysis. This is because they're talking about how government has done something significant. So therefore, obviously, we also cannot put the sentence because the whole passage, this particular sentence is talking about how performance should be analyzed or evaluated. So there's no point in putting the analysis sentence over here. So we cannot put the blank 2. There is a huge shortfall in passenger traffic, which is a major concern, especially it is the ordinary economic class segment that is most affected. So there's a negative sentence. There's a huge shortfall in passenger traffic, and if you're able to see, the passenger services being mentioned over here have suffered a major setback. What is that setback? There's a shortfall. So it makes sense to put it here, but just for the sake of it, and even if we look at it, if we put it in the last, we cannot have it because they are talking about the analysis. Only after an analysis we can give a particular understanding of why the passenger services is basically having a setback. So this statement is the explanation of our original sentence, and therefore we will have to put the sentence in option 3 only. Alright, I hope that's clear. Let's move to the next question. Alright, so in this, the sentence is given in addition to its economic effects. So there's some talk of its, again kind of explanatory, fair, and talking about economic effects. Alright, the Industrial Revolution also influenced political and social spheres. So they also, that means they must have influenced something else as well. So clearly this statement is also a kind of explanation. So should be somewhere in the explanatory part. Let's look at the passage. The Industrial Revolution was a period of major industrialization that took place during the 18th and early 19th centuries. It began in and soon spread to other parts of Europe and North America. So clearly we can't put it here because they're still talking about Industrial Revolution. What was it? How it began? Right. So it's quite early. It builds on the previous idea how it began and spread to other parts of Europe, North America and Europe. This revolution brought significant changes in agriculture, manufacturing, mining and transportation. The development of new machines and technologies lead to increased productivity and emergence of factories. Okay. So development led to what? Of new machines, technologies, increase in productivity and emergence of factories. So this is something which is good, right? Then we are talking about, furthermore, it had profound impact on society, transforming the way people lived and worked. So here they are talking about society and transformation, right? And if you are able to see, there is a talk of political and social spheres, and here there is a talk of economic effects. So were these economic effects development of new machines, technologies, productivity increase and emergence of factories? Yes, right. And here they are talking about society. We are also talking about society. So there is a clear case why we should put the sentence in 2. But just for the sake of it, let's read the rest of the sentence as well. Furthermore, it had a profound impact on society, transforming the way people lived and work. People migrated from rural areas in cities in search of employment opportunities. Yes. So how they lived and worked? They migrated from rural to urban areas in search of employment opportunities. So make sense. It's a continuation. So we cannot put anything here, resulting in urbanization. That's it. And because it results in urbanization, there is no point in putting in addition to statements, right? So clearly we cannot put it in the 4th as well. We clearly can put it in option 2, right? So in addition to the economic effects that have been mentioned in the previous sentence, it talks about also how it influenced the political social spheres, which is the rest of the sentence talking about the impact on society and the way people lived and worked, right? It's clearly 2. I hope that was clear. Let's look at the next question. Let's look at the sentence. It has fostered a sense of virtual communities and connectedness. Something has fostered or helped, right? Hopefully it is the internet. Let's see. The internet has revolutionized the way we communicate, access information and conduct business. Okay, so it has been a very big revolution. Fair. It has connected people from all corners of the world and provided a platform for global communication. What it has done, it has basically connected people from all across the world and provided a platform for communication. Fair. With the advent of social media, okay, now there's a change. Previously it was talking about internet. Now they are talking about the advent of social media. Individuals can easily share their thoughts, ideas and experiences with wide audience. Okay, so they are still talking about sharing connections, right? And if we see the sentence, it has fostered a sense of virtual communities and connectedness. Can we say communities can be social media? Yes, we can. So can we put it here? Probably, right? But let's look at the rest of the sentence as well. The internet has also facilitated online shopping, enabling consumers to browse and purchase products from comfort of their homes. So now it has changed its focus to online shopping, right? So again, it does not foster a sense of communities. So obviously we can't put it in the second one. Moreover, it has transformed the industry such as entertainment, education and healthcare, offering new possibilities and opportunities for innovation. So they are talking about industries, right? Still no talk about, there's no connectedness communication part. So we cannot put in the third statement as well. However, there's a contrast. The increasing reliance on the internet has raised concerns about privacy, cybersecurity and digital divide. So there is a negative sentence over here. So clearly We cannot put a positive sentence such as it has fostered a sense of virtual communities over here as well. So kind of eliminated, right? So this clearly means that we have to place the sentence in blank 1 itself. Right? Simple enough. I hope that was quite clear. Let's move to the next statement. Alright. The sentence is the boundaries between these plates. Oh, nice. There's a pronoun being used over here. Plates are characterized by different types of interactions. Okay, these plates. What kind of plate? Let's see. So, plate tectonics is a scientific theory that explains the movement of Earth's lithospheric plates. Okay, we have been given an introduction of what are plate tectonics. Okay, these plates are massive sections of the Earth's crust and upper mantle that float on the semi-fluid atmosphere. Okay, so where are they located? Fair. Then they talk about the lithospheric plates are in constant motion due to the convective currents in the underlying mantle. Okay, so they're talking about how the plates are in motion because of the underlying mantle. Can we put it here in the first statement? First blank. The boundaries between these plates are characterized by different types of interactions. Interactions, okay, and they are talking about in the underlying mantle. Fine. It could be put because they are still talking about these plates and they're talking about these plates and the boundaries of these plates. So yes, it is possible that we can place the sentence in blank 1, but let's see the other sentences, the blanks as well. This movement can result in various geological phenomena such as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions and formation of mountain ranges. They ended with mountain ranges. They've stopped talking about the plates. So clearly we cannot put it here. Additionally, plate tectonics plays a crucial role in shaping Earth's surface as it influences the distribution of continents and the opening and closing of ocean basins and the formation of landforms. So they are talking about plate tectonics plays a crucial role as it in singular. Right, so clearly these plates, we cannot use these plates because they are in plural. Right, so we cannot put it here as well. Let's see the next. The theory of plate tectonics provides a comprehensive framework for understanding the dynamic nature of our planet's geology. The theory, they're talking about the theory. Clearly, they're not talking about the plates anymore. So yes, we cannot put it at the fourth as well. We have only one option, that is option 1. So here we can look at certain clues over here. If you get it right, they're talking about the boundaries, that is the topic. Always look at the topic of what sentence topic they are talking about, and also look at the pronouns and the verbs and how is it singular or plural, which will additionally help you because there has to be a structural flow to the idea. You can't just skip out on ideas and you can't just skip out on nouns and pronouns. If the noun is plural, the pronoun has to be plural. The noun is singular, the pronoun has to be singular. Right? So make sure that you look at the statements and the topic of that particular sentence to get in. Okay, if we can put those sentences in which whatever blank that we are supposed to based on the flow of ideas. Right, I hope you got it. We'll move to the next statement. Alright, so the sentence is talking about these AI technologies. Again, the use of use of pronouns. They have the capacity to analyze vast amounts of data and valuable insight. These technologies, not AI, but AI technologies. Fair. Artificial intelligence, AI, has emerged as a transformative technology in recent years, revolutionizing the various industries and aspects of our lives. Okay, they have revolutionized everything. Fair. AI refers to the development of computer systems that can perform tasks that typically require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, and decision making. So what does AI refer to? What does AI mean? Alright, and then AI powered applications and algorithms are being employed in fields like healthcare, finance, transportation, and entertainment to enhance efficiency, accuracy, and user experiences. They are talking about AI powered applications. Can we put this here in the first one? No, because this statement is talking about technologies. Here it's only talking about AI, what AI means. So clearly I can't put the sentence in blank 1. Can we put it in blank 2? They are talking about AI applications And can we say these are AI technologies? Yes, we can, right? And they have the capacity to analyze vast amounts of data and generate valuable insights. Doing what? By using the algorithms that are being mentioned over here, right? So it is possible to put it over here, but let's see. Furthermore, AI has the potential to drive significant advancements in areas such as autonomous vehicles, personalized medicine, and smart cities. Again, they're still talking about AI, but not of technologies, so it is not possible to put the sentence in option or blank 3. However, rapid advancement of AI also raises concern about the privacy, ethics, and potential job displacement. Right. So here they're talking about a fact that what AI technologies have the capacity to. It's clearly a fact, right? And here they are given an opinion. So clearly I cannot end this paragraph with an opinion when they have already talked in the negative aspect of it, and this is just a neutral sentence, right? So they're talking about concern. So there is no benefit of the AI technologies that can be put over here, right? So I also cannot put the sentence in blank 4. The only option that we are left with is option 2, right? And therefore our answer would be option 2. All right, so that was it for today. So understand this point that para sentence completion, or basically I would say sentence placement, it's not about just about looking at the placement of the missing sentence, it's also about feeling of the paragraph structure, right? Look for the flow of ideas, where the transitions are happening, look for the pronouns, look for the verbs, where the sentence can be used and fit in logically, right? So I hope you got some insights from it. I'll see you in the next video.